clear the screen. Okay, we learned it, right? So we know ls command. So in addition to that, we are using the path without navigating to the specific directory. We can list out the files and directories. Okay, so I will list out. Let me know if you can see my OneNote document. We will try to complete these all commands today. So nslookup. What is the purpose of using nslookup? It resolves the host name into IP address or IP address to host name. We use the nslookup and see how it works. Simply, I want to find out finvoke.com IP address. So finvoke.com is the host name. nslookup finvoke.com. Here you can see the IP address, public IP. This is IP address. Through IP address, can we find out the host name using nslookup? nslookup IP address. Server can't find. Okay. If it is added in the host file, we can get it the host name through IP address. Okay. Take this example, google.com, nslookup, google.com. This is the host name. Okay. Through host name, we can find out the public IP of this host name. Okay. This is the public IP address for this host name and nslookup. Give this public IP. Maybe it will not get resolved. Authoritative answers can be found from something we got addresses. Okay. Actually, we use nslookup to get the IP address of host name. For that, we use nslookup. Okay. Use case is here troubleshooting DNS issues. Move on to netstat. Netstat command we use to find out the network statistics, show active connections, listening ports, or routing tables. Okay, simply use netstat and see the result of it. Netstat. Okay, this is not available. Netstat command we can install. How to install? Here it's suggested. apt install and package name. Netstat. These are statistics, network statistics. Okay, here we have some parameters along with the netstat. Netstat np. So it shows active internet connections only. Active internet connections. Here you can see the status. What is the protocol TCP? List out listening TCP or UDP ports with process ID. Here you can see the process ID. Routing table netstat-r. Netstat-r to show the routing table. But just to get an idea, What is netstat? Let's see. Netstat -an show all connections. Netstat -an. It displays the all connections with that. So what scenario do we use this netstat command or nslookup whenever we are troubleshooting the issue, right? Sometimes we need to check the particular connectivities, listening the port number, and how the connections are established. While troubleshooting issues only, we use these commands. Okay, don't worry. Just to get an idea, what is the purpose of netstat? It displays the routing table or all connections and list out all listening TCP or UDP ports with the process ID. So understand the purpose. Move on to next command, ping. So on daily basis, we frequently use this command, ping command. Why? To check the network connectivity. Now I have connected to my laptop. Okay, I'm not able to access the Linux server. Just assume I'm not able to access it. First of all, what I do, I will check the network connectivity between a Linux server to my laptop system. I log into the laptop and open the command prompt. I simply use ping command, ping, and what is the IP address of Linux server? 13.127.123.118. If I get the response, I can access it. Okay, if it is showing request timed out, I can't access this server. So we should get the response. So it sends 4 packets, received 0, 100% loss. When you use ping command, if you see 100% loss, that means the network connectivity or it is not reaching to the host server, destination server. There is some issue. Okay. What scenario do we use in real-time scenario? Like users reported an issue that they are not able to access our portal. Okay. Application is not working. It is showing error like internal server error. Internal server error. That means server is down or something IA server where we have hosted the web application, right? That application server is down. How can we check without logging to the server? We simply use ping command and enter the application server IP address. If you get the response back, if you see the response, that means okay, server is up. Something is wrong inside the server. Okay, you can log into the server and verify, and you can proceed with further troubleshooting steps. If you see here 100% loss, last 4 and sent packets 4, and you can see 100% loss, then the server is not reachable. Server is down. We can reach out to the network team to bring up the server up. If you have access to start the server, you can log into the AWS console and we can start the server. We can make up the server. All right. So this is the ping command we frequently use in day-to-day activities. And there is one more command, telnet. Telnet we use to test open ports and service availability. So always the telnet we use with port number. Here I have given example. Telnet gmail.com 25. 25 is the default port number for the Gmail SMTP port number. Let's verify whether this port number is opened or not. Simply use ping localhost. You can see the right response is coming. Control C, terminate it, and use telnet. So instead of gmail.com, you can use here IP address also. Enter. So trying to connect. We can list out what port number is enabled or disabled in the firewall. We have command for that also. So it is taking time. That means we have not enabled. Let me check for SH. Temporary failure server. Okay, this is not. This is this protocol, right? What we can do? Telnet localhost 22. Here you can see 22 port number is enabled. You can see the network connectivity established. So this means this is the result. Here you can set it connected to localhost. So here we can give the IP address. Let me come out from here. Control close bracket. Enter. Quit. Okay. I will enter the IP address. So here example one localhost 127.0.0.1. So what it means? 22 port number is opened on the server. 22 port number is opened. Come out from here. What you can do? Control close the square bracket. Here you can see it. Use control and close bracket. Type here quit. You will come out from the telnet command. Okay. If config /all. We're fetching the device. Here you can see the IP address of this. This is the internal IP of the server. Use telnet. Same thing I'm using. IP address and enter the port number. It can be 80 port number HTTP. Unable to connect to remote host. Connection refused. It means 80 port number is not opened. Okay. Try to use the same 22. Here you can see connected to the server. It means 22 port number is opened. Okay. Control square bracket. Quit. You can see by using telnet whether any port number is opened or not. It will be a commonly used command during the troubleshooting the issues. Okay, there are multiple services and you can see one service is not accessible. So services will be enabled based on the port number. Okay, HTTP port number is 80 and SMTP port number is 25. Okay, FTP. So we have multiple protocols, right? Each protocol will have its own default port number. Sometimes we give customized port numbers also. If you see any network related error, you can use first ping that service has any port. Then you can use telnet to find out whether the port number is open for the specific services or not. UFW, uncomplicated firewall. So it is used to manage the firewall rules. First we will check the status. UFW status. Is it enabled or disabled? It is showing inactive. We have disabled the firewall rules. Okay. We can allow it. Let me allow UFW. Allow. Commands we use enable, disable. Okay. Invalid syntax. EFW allow enable. Yes. Firewall is active, enabled on the system startup. Okay. Sorry. Enable. Now check the status. Status is active. EFW uncomplicated firewall. Full form of EFW. Next, allow 22 port number deny 80. Let me deny 22 SH port number. We can simply use EFW first. It gives some parameters or commands what we can use along with EFW. Allow '80 rule added. Now let me check telnet. We have already used the command, right? Allow 22 rule is added for disable deny to block the port number. Actually, it is not connecting, right? We have seen connection refused. Something we need to enable to allow this port number on telnet. Okay, use deny to block the port number. Skipping added existing rule. Skipping added existing rule. Let me try with this telnet. Actually, we have already added this firewall inbound and outbound rules in AWS. Okay, control, close the bracket, quit. Secure server by controlling ports. We use EFW, but mostly we don't use this command. Admin team would use. Okay, just get to know what is how to check the firewall status and how to allow the specific port number or block the specific port number. These are the commands we use. Now let me disable it. We have enabled it. We don't want to enable. EFW disable. Firewall stopped and disabled on the startup system. Let me check the status. EFW status. Okay, now it is inactive. Use. So why we need to use sudo? I am in root user, so I have not used sudo. Okay, come out from here. EFW status. You need to be root to run this script. Sudo EFW status. Here you can see the status is inactive. Sudo, it allows the administrative privileges. Okay, if I have sudo access, I can run this command. Otherwise, I can't. I don't have permissions. Move on to next. That's why we always use sudo when we connected through normal user. If you have switched to the root user, it is optional whether you can use sudo before the command or not. EFW disable. System monitoring and performance. We have a command SAR, system activity report. Okay, we use this command to collect and display system resources usage. SAR, system activity report. Here you can see CPU, user 1, system, IO weight, still ideal time, ideal percentage. We have only one CPU on this server. CPU uses every 1 second 5 times. Every 1 second you can print. So hyphen u 1 5. It prints CPU utilization for every second 5 times. If I use every 10 seconds 5 times, see it waits for 5 seconds and return the CPU utilization. Like that 5 times it returned. Again it is going to wait for 10 seconds and it returns statistics. Okay, SAR means system activity report. SAR. Okay, we use this for monitoring the CPU usage and memory usage. You want to find out only memory? I use hyphen R. Okay, wait for one more time. It is going to return. So this is the average. CPU utilization is normal. Okay, use hyphen R to find out memory usage. One second. For every second, like that 5 times, you can see the report. Memory usage. Network stats. Use this command. Don't worry, guys. We rarely use these commands, but we should know. We should be aware of using this SAR command. It will be useful when we get issues like a system or application is slow. I mean, performance is down. That time we can monitor CPU, memory, and IO load, right? So we use SAR command for that, verifying the system health checks. Okay, TAC. So it is just we have right cat. You can reverse these letters. First CAT, cat, and reverse the cat, TAC. It just reverse the results of cat. So what cat command returns the result, right? Same result will be reversed by using TAC command. Okay, we'll take an example and I will show you. So we create a file here. Mm, Navigate to one more directory. Okay, without entering to the specific directory, we can create a file. Touch. Can we use the cat only directly? Mm, Okay, I'm going to use cat command to create a file. Create. Okay. Test. dot txt permissions denied. Okay, go to sudo switch user. Now use this cat test tag txt. Okay, enter first, second, third, four, five. Okay, save this, control D, read the file using cat command. How can we read it? Simply use cat file name. We can read the file's content. Okay, let me clear out the screen. Use the cat command. Here you can select first, second, third, four, five. Use tag command rather than cat. Use tag file name. You can see the output of tag command. Here the result, how it is, first, second, third, four, five. This is the cat command results. Okay. Here tag command, it reversed, it reversed the order of the file's content. So this is the last line here in the cat command, but here this is the first line. So by using tag command, we can reverse the file content. So this is the actually we have written the content inside a file. By using tag command, we have reversed the order of file content. Okay. Suppose you want to see latest lines or latest content in the file, you can use tag command. So it displays last lines on the top. Okay. Next. Okay, I want to show you one thing, right? Create a file without entering to the specific directory. So same file we can do one thing. We append this content. So we can create a backup of this file. I want to create a backup for this file. Cat file name and use greater than. So backup file is going to be created. 1, 2. I will use BKB backup file where it is going to be created under home, home, big. Okay, so what we can do, it works for CP, but here let it be. Now use CP, copy this file to, this is the source file. I'm going to copy to some other folder. File is copied now. Okay, have you understood about tag command? So this was one of the interview questions earlier. Somebody asked how to reverse the file content by using tag. Okay, check later last entries quickly using tag command. Okay, next, sed stream editor. So modify file content on the fly. Okay, by using sed command, we have multiple options. We can search the content or replace it, delete content inside the file. Sed command is useful to replace the content, and you can delete also whatever lines we don't want. So use them first. go back to here. Let me open any file, whatever available inside Ubuntu. List out whatever. Go back to previous directory of Ubuntu. cd ls. Here we have files, right? Open idl.txt or testmatch.txt. Cat. I'm checking the content. Okay. To replace, we have to do something, right? So what content we can change here? Okay, so wherever incident is there, okay, we change it to, we replace with problem, or else management. You can take management. Just I'm trying to replace the text. Okay, in notepad, how we can replace the content? By using control H, we can replace the keywords, right? Similarly, we use set command to replace the text. Okay, set. Here you can see yes, reset in single quotation, yes, and this is the available keyword. So which keyword to be replaced by new one, and give the file name. So it replaces at first occurrence only. If it is available one time, that time only it replaces. So let me use this set yes slash, this is the first name, management. Replace this text with mg empty. Give the file name. What happened? Unterminated yes command. -e.
After mgmt, you can mention slash.
Dimension. Okay. Thanks. Here I missed this slash, right? Okay. This file. Okay. This is first file content of. Okay. Here you can see it. mgmt management keyword replaced with mgmt. Okay. For this, we can use /g. Globally, we can replace. Okay. If you want to replace these changes permanently, okay, let me open normally this file, test.txt file. Changes are not saved in the file, but in the output only we can see mgmt. But here in the original file, the keyword was not replaced by new one. Okay, we can use -i, same command, -i, and give here g for globally change the content, replace the content with new one. Now use cat command to display the content of this file. Here you can see the keyword management was replaced by mgmt. Okay, this is an example we just have discussed, and print the lines 1 to 5. For that we use this set -n 1 to 5, right? 5p file name Hmm. So first 5 lines it printed. Set command. Set -n. Give the number. How many lines we want to print? You can give that count here with file name. So print 6 lines. 1 to 6 lines. So change this order. Change it to 5. After fifth line, we have only 2 lines. Okay. This is the set command we use. And if you don't want specific line with the error keyword, we can delete them by using /d. So first search it, set. We don't have error keywords in this file, so I'm using mgmt only. Use single quotes. Okay. -e is missing. Wait. Man said. Set stream editor for filtering. Okay, you can get this information. Okay, if you want to find out more details for each command, simply use man command. Pit /d. Here you can see in this result, we don't see wherever management keyword is present. In these lines are not showing incident management, problem management. Here we don't see any lines which contains mgmt keyword. Okay, next move on to awk. So this awk command we use on mostly csv files. So csv like a kind of excel files. So if you want to print first column data, first column data, we use this command print $1 awk. On text file, let me try how it works. Awk lower brackets, right? Should you okay, copy this. Give the file name. This is the first column data. Like this, you can display. If you want to print third column data, use print 3. Okay. Print 2 and 3. You can use like 1 and 3. 1 comma 3. 1 comma 2. 3. Okay. We can print the columns data. Okay. Extract each column. Suppose we have Excel file. In Excel file, 10 columns are there. You want to display only first column data. In that scenario, we use awk command and print only lines with error message or error keyword. We use this command. Okay. So we don't have error. Okay. Where we can see this error keyword in syslog file. Let me read that one. File name where syslog to print only error keywords. Cannot open. No such fellow directory. CD. Okay. Yeah, something is missing here. Right? Log. Where inside log we have syslog file. It printed all lines which are containing error message. Okay. Print only lines with the error keyword. Somewhat mathematical calculations also we can do. Get the sum of column 2. Use this one. Use this command. But why we use frequently? No, we don't use in day-to-day activities. But this one would be helpful. I want to display only lines which are containing error message to analyze the log. Okay, mostly we use tail command, tail hyphen n file name or type tail hyphen f hyphen n file name. So it shows the latest recent logs. If you have any logs, large amount of logs to analyze them, we use awk to print only error lines. Okay, next move on to scp command. For interview purpose, I'm telling you guys these all commands. During the interview time, you may encounter questions on this commands. Okay, do you know set command? Yes, I know. What is the purpose of set? It is used to modifying the file content. It is used to modify the file content. We can replace the files and we can print the number of lines and delete the lines by using set command. And have you heard about awk command? AWK? Yes. AWK command, it is used to display the or extract the columns data. By using this command, we can perform calculations. Okay, SCP. SCP command, it is used to copying the files between systems securely. Now I am connecting a server, Linux server A. I want to copy some files from A server to B server. B is the one more Linux server. How can we copy files from one Linux server to another Linux server securely? We use scp command. This is the example. scp folder. This is the current server folder. We are going to copy it to different server path. Okay, and actually we don't have a separate server, so I'm not able to show this command use case or example. But remember, by using scp command, we copy the files from one Linux server to another Linux server. Copy command we use internal purpose. In the same server, we can copy files and directories within the server. If you want to copy outside of the server to another server, we use scp. So this is the syntax we follow. And rename, we know, right? Rm command to rename the mv command. mv command, it is used to rename the files or directories. But here rename command, it is used to rename the multiple files at a time. Okay, here in the example you can see s/t.txt. So whatever files with the text extension, those can be replaced with log extension. In a folder we have 10 files. Okay, if I use mv command, I have to rename each file extension one by one. 10 times I have to execute the mv command to rename the file extension from text to log. If I use a rename command with a single short. I mean, in single line we use this command, and one time we can rename the file extension from text to log. So multiple files can be renamed. So we can rename the file name and replace the some content in the file name only, not only extension. We can change the file name also, rename the files, multiple files. Suppose here we are going to add the prefix new underscore, which is the existing file name. So rename command, it is used to rename multiple multiple files at a time. Okay, wget. Okay, you want to see the example of rename? Let me show. Clear the screen. Okay, it was disconnected. Let me reconnect to sudo su cd. Okay, let me list out what are available here. No files. Can we create some files? Touch, 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 bracket, test 1 to 10 dot txt. So I'm going to create 10 files at a time. Okay, here you can see 10 text files got created. So we'll rename the extension first by using rename. Okay, I will show you first mv command. Mv test1.txt. This is the first name, right? Rename this to log test1.log. Now display the content. Here you can see test1.log. The extension was changed, right? For this test1.file. Test1 file extension got changed from txt to log by using mv command. But to rename other files extension, I have to use mv command 9 times. So instead of that, we use rename yes slash txt log dot txt, right? Let me check. Dot log dot txt. Otherwise, we'll miss out this star dot txt. Wherever text files are there, those extension is going to be named. Rename not found, but okay. This is external command. We need to install it first. apt install rename. Somewhat advanced command, right? Okay. Use now it. Substitution replacement not terminated at line 1. Something. Space is there. One second. I will directly copy paste this. Whether will it work? Something is missing in my command. Rename. Yes. This is correct only, right? txt log. Okay. Something is missing. Fine. Anyway, list out these files. All files extension was changed to log file extension. Okay. Can we change this test to sample? using the same command. Okay, so this is the existing name test. Give the new name sample. List out the files. Didn't get changed. Oh, you know why we don't see the result? The extension I have used here .txt. So we don't have files with txt, right? Use log. What is the command? Same command I use. Rename. We don't have files with txt, so use log only. Now verify data. All file name change it to sample, from test to sample. Okay, fine. So w get command. It is used to download the files in Linux system. Let me check any file is available in. It can be software also. We can download that zip file or anything. Mm, just checking here. Git for Linux. Mm, Okay, it will take time. Quickly, I will show you the here example only. You just give the URL. So which file you want to download, wget, give the URL. So it will get downloaded the file into local system. So wget command is used to download the files. Okay, later, yeah, we have seen this command, right? To install the packages. Apt command, apt install, give the package name. We have just now installed the rename, and one more command also we have installed, right, today. Sar, SAR command also we have installed. And coming to services, so we have two types of commands to check the service status. Okay, in this Linux, there is one service. SH service is running or not. How can we check? Use service, any service. It can be Tomcat or Nginx, any service. You want to check the particular service status. Use service, service name. I am using SH status. Status. What is the SH service status? Active. Okay. If I want to stop it, I can use simply stop. Service, service name, stop. Check the status now. So here you can see inactive, not disabled. No, not that one. Here you can see inactive. And start this. Use start command. Service, service name, start. And we can use restart also. So what is the difference between start and restart? Start, it only starts the service which is already stopped. Restart, this command, first it stop the service and again start it. So internally two things will happen. One is stopped. First time the service will get stopped and again it will get started. Okay. So we have four commands: service, service name, status to know the service status, and we can use stop to stop the service, and start can start the service which are already stopped, and simply we can use restart, restart the service. Okay, there is one more command where frequently use we people will use systemctl. You can use any one of them, service name with this parameter, or systemctl status nginx. So nginx is the service. Let me use systemctl here. Systemctl status. What is the service name here? sh. Okay, same way. But here, when we use systemctl, then go with this required parameter, whether you are going to see the status or stop the service or restart it. This is the command we use. Stop sh start. So service name would be at ending in the systemctl command. Okay, final reboot. The system you want to shut down, we can use this command. So immediately it shut down the system, or shut down -r, it restart the system. That's it. So tomorrow we'll discuss about scheduling the jobs. How to schedule jobs in Linux server. Let me shut down this. Shut down -h. Okay, before getting down, let me start the service. Service sh start. Okay. Can use shutdown command to get this server down. Okay, it is scheduled. If you don't want to shut down, we can use this command, shutdown -c. Okay, today, fine. Guys, do you have any doubts? So here, whatever important commands I have explained in detail, we don't use scp command, but remember it. What's now is we use and wget also, where you don't see example. You can try to practice in your system. W generally you can see any URL which is giving you the PDF file. You can give that, so it will download the file, or zip files, or else I will share one URL, so we use it later. And said tag share, whatever you can see, this all commands we don't use frequently, but yeah, ping telnet, except this ping and telnet, remaining all we rarely use, but for entry purpose you should practice and remember use of these commands. Okay guys, do you have any doubts? You can let me know, otherwise we can wrap up this session.